Welcome to another Fast Class with Solos, the marketing and sales platform that increases time and productivity for successful businesses. My name is Andy, and today we're going to be discussing sales, more specifically, the ability to set up automated appointment scheduling inside of the platform. Now, with automated appointment scheduling, you can book your customers in for whatever you like. This can be online, offline, in person. Some examples would be things like a webinar, a one-on-one meeting, one-on-one demonstration, in-store visit, a product demonstration, events, and so on. Now, aside from the scheduling and the automated features that way, one of the major benefits too is that you're going to get some clarity on what you have incoming for your sales pipeline. You're going to be able to take a look at the calendar, see how the week is playing out. You can make adjustments as necessary if it looks like you're on pace or off pace to hit your targets. Another big benefit is that your customers are self-committing to taking action with you. So there's no need to have someone making outbound calls to book appointments, chasing customers down. You know the whole rigmarole, which ultimately does have a much lower show rate. And if our customers book in with us, they don't show up, we have a whole host of options that we can go through and we can run through to recapture them and bring them back on board. With that being said, let's take a look and get an overview of what we'll cover right now. So in our example here, we're going to have a flow of customers coming in from a cold traffic source. They're going to hit a landing page with our offer. In this case, it's a one-on-one demonstration, and it could be anything that you have in mind, webinar, one-on-one meeting, in-person visit, so on. We're going to get them to book in with us and select a time to get together and run through this personalized demonstration. After we do that, we're going to send them over to a confirmation page that includes 3 video testimonials from previous customers, along with 2 written testimonials. Now, this is an excellent way to anchor and really reinforce that your customer shows up for this demonstration, because stories and messages from people just like them, who most likely have similar problems and struggles, are now hearing straight from the horse's mouth about the success that you have brought them, and so moving them from a lower point to a higher point is always going to increase your appointment show rate. In the event they don't show up, the workflow automation is going to take care of that for us. A workflow automation is going to keep our messaging consistent leading up to the appointment, but then also if they don't show up, we will follow up with some other tasks and duties to see what we can do about recovering our customer. Some of the big benefits of automated appointment scheduling, we have 6 points here that we'll quickly touch on. There's a whole host of benefits. These are the big ones. So you have self-commitment coming from your customer or your prospect, where they're anchoring themselves to a day and a time to move forward with you on whatever your offer is. Predetermined meetings have an excellent show rate when you do have your customer doing the anchoring for you. At the same time too, there's no flipping back and forth trying to figure out what works best for who. So coordinating of schedules is non-existent in this scenario. The customer gets to choose at their leisure. Now, this is one of my favorite ones, is that you can take a look at your calendar, and if it's looking really thin, you can forecast that your sales are not going to be looking good for the week or the next week or even for your month end. So you can stay on track. When that starts to happen, you can take a look and go, well, where are things choking out? Sometimes it's just a matter of not having fresh opportunities flowing in. Okay, no problem. Let's ramp up our ad spend and start bringing some fresh prospects in. If it's too much and you're overloaded and your team can't handle all of the appointments, or you can't handle all of the appointments, you can also take some measures to slow things down so that you're giving it your all with every single appointment you have in front of you. You have the ability to automatically reschedule and cancel. This is on the customer side. They receive an email with the links in there to do both, so that if they need to move or change, they can take care of that automatically, and it'll sync with the calendar inside of Solos. This is another big one, is that the Solos calendars have all kinds of syncing options with Google and your Outlook Office 365 calendars. So it will automatically book time off for you on those devices, so that you are in the know and you know exactly what is going on. Or if you have a sales team, this is very beneficial for them too. Last but not least, you automate everything. You automate your reminders, you can automate your event updates, anything of the sort. And that can come down by way of whatever the preferred communication medium is for your client. The most common ones are going to be text message and email. Now we can set up our calendar. So we're going to give it a name and a description. These two fields are important as this is what's shown on the calendar itself when it's embedded in the actual site page. For this one, we're just going to go one-on-one demo. Description is this is our demo calendar. Fill this in with whatever you like. Appointment titles uses custom values. The contact name, as you see here, is going to be the first name and the last name. I'm going to append it with one-on-one demo. Meeting location. Now this is really interesting. It's really nice. Is that if you have Google Meet or a Zoom account, you set it up in your Solos user profile. Once you've linked those accounts, it will dynamically drop a meeting link inside of this field that is sent out with the confirmation. So this is if you're doing everything online. If you're doing stuff in person, where it's an in-office visit or an event, you can actually set up the meeting location here and it'll be included in anything that's sent out. This last option down here is to link an external calendar, whether it be a Google Calendar or an Office 365 calendar, so that you are getting your booked appointments pushed out and you'll have them across all your devices. It syncs very nicely. We'll save and continue on this step. Now we'll move to availability. Slot duration is how much time we're planning on spending with the customer. In this case, I'm going to go 45 minutes. Slot interval sets up how the appointments appear on the calendar for choosing. So as an example, with 30 minutes, you're going to have 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30. If I selected 1 hour, this would be 9, 10, 11, 12. You get the idea. In this case, I'm going to leave it for 1 hour. I want a 15-minute buffer in between each appointment in case we have some overrun. I'll take one appointment per slot. If you have multiple team members that are available to take multiple appointments at the same time, you can increase this as needed with a maximum of 3 appointments per day. Minimum scheduling notice is, it sets up the calendar so that if I had a user online at 6 a.m. and they wanted to book for 9 a.m. and my minimum scheduling notice was 1 day, that current day is going to be blocked off and they would have to book for the next. In this case, I'm just going to set it for 1 hour. And the date range, how far out can our customer or prospect book out? I'm just going to set it for a full business week. We're going to work round the clock, 7 days a week, as all of us entrepreneurs and business owners do. Last but not least, this finalizes a couple of details. Now, underneath custom form, if you use our forms builder, you can build out a form to collect information when they are setting up their appointment. This is extremely useful in a scenario like we're running through here, where we're doing a demonstration. Perhaps we want to collect some information about what they're currently using, what they want to accomplish from the meeting, 3 of their biggest pain points, 3 of their biggest successes. If you are in the dental space, you might want to qualify them a little bit further. So you might want to figure out exactly what they're coming in for, what they're looking for. This sets up your appointment for success because you're not going to have to do any of the question asking. You're going to roll right into it, and you're going to also be able to do some research and look into things a little bit further before they show up. Sticky contact will autofill any form fields if they've already been to our site and filled out, or been to our site or one of our properties as built through Solos and filled out information previously. Usually that's first name, last name, email, phone number. Stripe payments, great for consultants. If you do paid consulting, at the time of booking, you can collect a payment. With the notification and additional settings, I'm going to let the calendar auto-confirm the appointment. So when the actual appointment itself is booked on the calendar, there's a couple of statuses it can sit in. So if you want your appointments to book in and not auto-confirm, that means somebody would have to manually run through and confirm that. That works well if you have a large base of outbound dialers and you want to do voice confirmations. Well, they would see the calendar and the appointment, they would call that customer, they would verbally confirm, and then they would select on it that the appointment was confirmed on the calendar. In this case, I'm going to auto-confirm. I'm going to allow Google Calendar to send invitation updates. We're going to allow reschedules and cancellations, and then we have boilerplate here. A message that goes out to the customer with reschedule link and a cancel link. This message will be sent if you do not have a confirmation email that is going out through workflows. Facebook Pixel ID if we're doing some external traffic tracking for conversions, and then custom code if you wanted something to run. Form submissions, I'm going to leave the default thank you message here because we're going to take care of this action on the website builder. We'll complete this up and let's move over to building our website. So we have a two-step funnel here. We have the calendar page and the confirmation page. Let's open the calendar page in the website builder. Now, I already set up this template ahead of time. If you like what you see and you would like this actual funnel in your account, please reach out to me, and I have no problem setting you up and pushing that down to your account. We have a nice big bold title up here, subtitle. I've included a demonstration video to give our customer a little taste of what they have coming. And then we have two titles, some more text to give a little bit more insight into what we're doing. So next step is that we want to add our calendar right into this landing page. The calendar that we just built, the one-on-one, looks good. I'm going to add a little bit more margin to the top. Yep, nice and easy, looks good. Let's preview this in the browser and see how it's going to look. Awesome, yeah, that looks great. Functionality is there, just like we had it every hour from 8 until 5. And it books 7 days out. Okay, awesome. Next thing we will do here is let's take a look at our confirmation page. So they successfully submit and book an appointment with us. They're going to land here. Thanks for booking your demo. We'll send you a few messages about your meeting details. Please watch out for them. A couple of video testimonials from previous clients. Obviously, these ones are for representational purposes in this example, but you would very much want to include something like this on the confirmation page to help reinforce that they actually show up. So I've got 3 videos up here, 2 written testimonials. Let's take a look in the browser and see what that looks like. Yeah, it looks great.
Petersburg.
Yeah, great. Okay, everything loads up. Awesome. Next step here is to build out the email, the confirmation email that they will receive after they confirm their appointment and hit this landing page. Okay, so this is the email that the customer will receive. Your seat has been saved. We're looking forward to getting together with you. Below is our meeting details. All right, so let's add our meeting details. First, I'm going to include the start day and time. So this will include day, time, and we'll also include the time zone just in case. Below that, I want to include the appointment meeting location. So if you have your Zoom or your Google Meet account, this is where it will dynamically insert. We also want to give them the ability to cancel or reschedule. All right, awesome. That's pretty much it for this. In the automation, we're going to select this template. We're going to sequence it in, and this is what the customer will receive when they successfully book an appointment. All right, this is the final step we have in completing our automated appointment scheduling. So now that we have our calendar created, we want to create a trigger for it inside of the workflow to enter the client in. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go customer booked appointment, select the calendar that we had just created in our one-on-one demo calendar. Awesome. Now let's walk through the workflow and take a look at what I've set up here. And I want to preface this. This is extremely simple and for representational purposes. As we walk through, I hope some light bulbs are going off and you're understanding, hey, I can get really creative with this. Or what if we do this? Or what if we do that? It is totally possible with all of the tools and the access to logic that you have inside of the workflow builder. So I just want to preface that. So let's start at the top. Wait 10 seconds. We'll send the email confirmation based on the template that we had just created. Then we're going to wait 1 day before the appointment to send a gentle text reminder saying, hey, we have a personalized demo set for tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. Then we're going to wait until 1 hour before the appointment, at which we're going to remind them one more time. Right on cue. We're going live in about 1 hour. See you soon. And we're going to save this action and then save this workflow. And that's it. That concludes everything here for a full-on setup for an automated appointment scheduler. So we've covered quite a bit of ground in a short period of time, but let's just run over a summary of what we've looked at here. We have built a completely automated appointment scheduling setup for all kinds of scenarios where you have customers flowing in through the front. They're hitting a landing page. On that landing page, we have a custom calendar that we built that can have a custom form to collect as little or as much information as you would like. And then it moves them over to a confirmation page. And on that confirmation page, we reinforce your business authority with 3 videos from customers, so customer testimonials, and 2 written ones. Along with that, in the back end, the appointment has triggered the customer into a workflow where we have sent out a confirmation email That includes the day and the time. It also includes the meeting location, and it also includes the reschedule and the cancellation links. And then they sit inside of there until time passes, at which they receive a couple of reminders, setting them up to join us in this one-on-one demonstration in our example. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the automated appointment scheduling function is not only an incredible tool, it's extremely powerful and flexible, and it is designed to be built around your business for whatever you have in mind. So if you'd like to see how this would fit in with your organization or your business on a one-to-one level, please book a live demonstration and go through a funnel very much like we just built here, as our team would be more than happy to speak with you. We can expand on any topic you want to talk about, and not only on the automated appointment scheduling, but all the other cool tools that are featured inside of Solos that'll help you profit more from your business. Okay, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.